What's up, guys? It's Colin Coates from Built2Wander. We're back in Buena Vista, Colorado with the third Gen Toyota Tacoma build we finished last year. We just did a second phase of the build, which features a set of 35-inch Nitto Tire Ridge Grapplers and a whole host of other upgrades done at 3D Off-Road in Colorado Springs. We're getting ready to hit the trail to take this thing into the mountains and put it exactly where it's supposed to be, off-road. We're gonna share our impressions of the refreshed build, get up to a high alpine lake, do some camping, maybe some fishing, and really enjoy this summertime atmosphere out here in Colorado. If you guys can do me a quick favor, like this video, subscribe to Driving Lines channel if you haven't. Your support means the world to us and will allow us to continue to make these videos for you. So without further ado, we're gonna get to wandering. So we met up with Ethan Panariso, the owner of this awesome Tacoma behind me. We're getting ready to head to the trail. We actually opened up Onyx Off-Road and we dropped a waypoint within the app to the trailhead that we're getting ready to head to. What's sick is once you've dropped that waypoint, you can hit navigate to and it'll actually open whichever mapping software you use on your phone and it'll take you right to it. It does all the guesswork for you. You get to the trailhead and you go from there. So we're gonna use that functionality today and get out to the trail and start having some fun. Foot or 2 foot, and you're gonna bump through that to get that rear tire up over that ledge. You don't want to let off, you just want to move through it and then stop. You're good, go ahead and bump it from there. There you go, keep going. Woo! Yeah! Just had to give it a little goose. How'd that feel?
It felt crazy.
You get some adrenaline going? I did, watching you.
Bumping that thing? Oh.
But it shows you the capabilities. It's always good to try to start slow and see if it'll crawl. And then, you know, that's a big ledge with some ruts. Like we came out of a creek crossing, it's wet.
Well, and to be honest with you, that's the first time I've ever used my rear locker.
So we're using rear locker. We're using technology that we're not familiar with.
You just met your first gatekeeper.
Yeah, we call that the gatekeeper. That's probably the toughest part of the trail. And you made it right through it, so that was awesome. Nice job, dude. I'm happy to see this thing working. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking this is the beauty of Colorado.
Why'd you build this truck? Remind us.
I built this truck so I was more versatile when it came to my deeply loved hobbies like hunting and fishing and backpacking. Listen, I ain't getting any younger. And so I don't want to be hiking all the dang time. I'd like to be able to drive to some spots and take my family. So not only does this allow me to get deeper into the woods to go hunting and be more effective, but I get to take my family out and I get to show my kiddos what I got to see with my parents. So building legacy, buddy. Building legacy.
Yeah, pretty rad. We're having a great time. The truck is, I would say it's probably exceeding your expectations a little bit.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, we're keeping on trucking and we're making it up there.
Wreaking havoc, baby.
Yeah,
wreaking havoc on the trail.
The Havoc Tacoma. I love it. Good times. All right, we made it to the end of the trail last night. Did some fly fishing. Found a camp spot nestled in the trees. We're up right around 11,000 feet. There's a river flowing behind us, and hung out by the fire last night. Woke up this morning. Mr. Mountain Man, Ethan himself, has a fire going already. Trying to warm up. It's a little chilly up here, but I'm staying warm thanks to my Nitto Pit Crew Carhartt gear. But it's a great morning. That's why we built that truck. So we come out, get off the beaten path, get out further than most, and enjoy times like these. All right, so we've got our freshly built Toyota Tacoma. We did this build on this 3rd Gen Toyota Tacoma last year, and it started with a 3-inch suspension lift from Toytech. It's actually Toytech's Aluma series suspension, and we coupled it with a set of Total Chaos upper and lower control arms, which actually created a mid-travel suspension system. Since then, we really haven't had a chance to finish the build. We were waiting on some parts. We finally got everything in and had the chance to finish it off. So we just got done with phase 2, most notably these 35-inch Nitto Tire Ridge Grapplers. This video is brought to you by Nitto Tire USA. They are just a huge supporter of what we do here with Driving Line, and we run their tires on every one of our off-road builds. The Trail Grappler is one of my favorite tires. I'm starting to get to know the Ridge Grappler a little bit better because we've put it on a few builds now, and honestly, I'm really impressed with it. It does really well out here in Colorado's trails. I mean, in these rocks, we did a couple creek crossings, came up some ledges. They've hooked up really well. The best part is they're kind of that medium ground between an all-terrain and a mud terrain. So they're even more quiet on the road, more comfortable on the road, but yet still just as aggressive as you need them to be. In this case, we're running the 35-inch tire, and we did that because we wanted this Tacoma to stand out from the rest of the crowd. Most folks, when they build these 3rd gens, they run a 33. It's a little easier, doesn't really require much trimming, and but we wanted to take things a little further, create something that was even that much more capable for Ethan so he could really go out as far as he wanted to, get to those harder to reach spots, and we were able to achieve that with this 35-inch Ridge Grappler. So coupled to the Ridge Grappler is a set of Motegi Trail Lite wheels. They're geared towards that overland crowd, super lightweight wheel. They're not a beadlock wheel. I don't really think Ethan needs beadlocks based on the type of wheeling he wants to do. He's not trying to do a ton of rock crawling, but more just be able to hit the tougher trails to get out to those places where he can hunt, fish, camp. So, you know, the Motegi Trail Lite checks all of those boxes. It's a lightweight wheel, which helps offset, you know, that heavier wheel and tire combo being a 35 and being that much bigger than stock. Up front, we're running Hefty Fabworks Banshee style front bumper. It's super clean. It integrates into the factory front bumper of the Toyota Tacoma, which helps to maintain that clean aesthetic. And we added a S10 light bar from Baja Designs. We also have Baja Designs Squadron fogs. They integrate right into the factory fog pockets. They're a direct fit replacement, and they're super bright. They're actually really killer. They look great on this rig. We have a set of LP4s we still need to add to the A-pillars from Baja Designs, so those will be coming soon. Underneath, we added a set of 529 gears from Revolution Gear and Axle. We needed to offset that 35-inch tire somehow, maintain that drivability, have that low-end torque, and really allow this thing to drive well both on-road and off-road. And we've had a lot of success with Revolution Gear and Axle in the past, so we're really pumped to have those gears within this Tacoma build. And the last thing we did was we added a set of Hefty Fabworks rock sliders, and basically we just wanted to protect the rocker panels and the doors on this thing. Being that 4-door longer wheelbase, you start climbing different obstacles, you're gonna get into the rockers, and so those rock sliders from Hefty Fabworks will provide all the protection we need, and they also provide a nice step up. This thing's obviously sits a little bit higher than a stock Tacoma, and having those rock sliders will make it easier for passengers to get in and out. So really stoked with how this thing came out. Again, Matt Thompson and his team down at 3D Off-Road knocked it out of the park. Matt's no stranger to Toyotas. He started building those when he got in the industry, and I know he had a lot of fun with this one. So want to thank Matt and his team for helping us put this thing together and doing such a great job with it. Again, we're just so thrilled with how well it's working, and hope that you guys enjoy it as well. Guys, thanks for joining us out here in Buena Vista, Colorado, checking out phase 2 of our Toyota Tacoma build. We're so stoked with how well it came out. It proved itself on the trails just now, and we had so much fun. So drop us a note below. Let us know what you think of the phase 2 finished portion of the build. Stoked to hear your thoughts and feedback. And as always, hit the like button if you did and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, wander on.